I can see a grudge match coming on. I can see a grudge match coming on.
Only when their robots are working properly.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we'll get you in the pits and we'll see if we can sort of grudge match out between you two, because he's angry now. And when little Joe's angry, he's mean. Yeah. When he's angry, he's mean. Look, he's what?
He's up for it.
Yeah, he's up for it. He's up for a grudge match, all right? So
yeah, no problem.
We'll see if we can make that happen then, all right, guys? Until then, though, please, let it all hang out for Spawn again and come and get your eggs! Well done, lads!
Controversy after that fight. I'm a little bit confused. Let's go over to our main man, Joe, to tell us what happened. Joe, you're not happy, are you? They were a bit rude to you in that arena, and they were mean to you when they were talking to Craig, weren't they?
Yes.
What are you going to do to them if you get them in the arena again?
We'll flip them up, push them in the pit.
You too? What are you going to do to them? Are you going to mash them?
Yeah. Are you going to trash them? Yeah.
Are you going to enjoy it?
Yeah.
And are you hard enough to take on these mighty youngsters?
Come and get Rick if you think you're hard enough.
Now that is a rematch brewing if ever I saw it.
One fight down. And that was just the start of the build-up to tonight's big battle. The armed forces face off. So let's see if the Navy have got the nerve.
We are Team Megahertz. My name is Dave Robson, Petty Officer in the Royal Navy, Team Captain. To my left is Dinger Bell, another Petty Officer in the Royal Navy.
Roger.
And we have Operator Maintainer Goose. We are the Team Megahertz, and we're going to hurt. We're up against the Army, the RAF. No competition. We're going to hurt.
There's no way that this one's going to be anything less than awesome. Our armed forces face off. A classic in the making. But now, a more terrifying trio than our panel of judges. Yes, we're going mayhem mental.
Three into one won't go. Only one will survive and go through to our Annihilator. Will it be Behemoth or Stinger or Thermidor?
Well, the crowd are going to love this. It's time for another mayhem, and we've got three ferocious-looking robots. Starting with the Stinger team, veterans of the wars. You looking forward to this?
We're really looking forward to this fight. We've added some spikes on for this one, especially to get holes in that behemoth. And as for the flipper and the pincher, no problem.
You haven't faced them before, though, have you?
None of them. It's going to be a really good fight. We've never seen any of them in the arena, and it's going to be evil.
Good. That's what we like to hear. Are you scared, Thermidor?
We're not scared at all. Their weapons are rubbish. Ours is the only good weapon.
OK. Not so sure about that. Behemoth, you're a pretty feisty robot when you want to be, aren't you? You looking forward to this?
We are looking forward to this. We fancy a bit of boiled lobster. We're going to take the sting out and take their tail.
Lovely. One of them will win, and they will go through to the Annihilator later in the series.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
$15 kilos heavier than in the last wars, more weight behind the scoop, the shell's titanium, the motor power 24 volts. This can lift 300 kilos, very difficult to beat.
From Branston, Stinger.
A mad, maniacal masher with the spinning chrome dome wheels containing the electrics. Suspect rubber tyres, though. Get too close to the bludgeon spikes, you'll be stung.
From Costasy, Thermidor 2.
The lobster with the claws and the very strong pneumatic CO2 flipper, 15-mile-an-hour top speeds, 95 kilos. Only Pussycat could stop this in the fourth series of wars, and that in the semi-finals.
Roboteers, stand by.
And our house robots in the arena this time. Sergeant Bash, light it up, he'll torch anything. And Shunt, bull-nosed, lion-hearted, tigerish, dogged, an animal of a robot.
3.
3 terrific robots here. Only one survives and goes through to our Annihilator. 3 of the very best, though. Stinger, I love it. just slams that great mace down, and Behemoth is turned over by Thermidor. One of the most improved robots we've seen around, Thermidor. Behemoth and Stinger smashing into one another, but this is the moment when Thermidor flips Behemoth up and over. Only 1.5 centimetres of ground clearance, but they found that gap, Thermidor. Stinger spins. Thermidor again on Behemoth, they're out of the arena, they've gone! Look at that, 95 kilos simply dumped out of the arena. Bang! They're almost unbeatable, Behemoth! Until this moment. Great power from Thermidor. There goes the siren, which means the pit is being lowered. And one of these will go into it. I bet even George Francis of the Chaos team is taking note of Thermidor this time around. Stinger's mace, Thermidor's lifter. Who's going to win this one? Stinger in on the side wall of the arena, tries to hop away from Thermidor, maybe just stay out of trouble. Thermidor needs to dodge the flames, can get through to the electronic controls for 12-volt batteries on Stinger. Thermidor with 24 volts in there as well. There's the pit waiting. It's gone all a little bit quiet now. Thermidor may well think David Harding and Ian Harvey is driving. They've done enough, but they've done even more. Stinger's gone. They've knocked both of them out. Thermidor, last man standing, the only one in. There went Stinger out of the arena. That was mightily impressive by the Lobster.
What an amazing battle! Both robots out of the arena. Thermidor goes through to the Annihilator. I did not give you a chance in with Behemoth and Stinger. I just thought you were cannon fodder.
We knew all along we'd be okay.
Did you really?
No.
How long have you been working on the flipper? Because I don't remember it being that powerful.
We've got more gas on it this year, so we can go a lot longer.
I tell you what, you got rid of them two with ease.
Yeah, we did.
Once you got rid of Behemoth, you were playing it quite tactically then, weren't you?
We didn't really know what to do with Stinger. They were a good robot, a bit tricky.
You threw to the Annihilator?
Yeah.
What are you going to do then?
We're going to win, definitely.
Hey, this is what I like to hear. Fight and talk on Robot Wars. Let's hear it for Thermidor.
Hot stuff, the Lobster. Thermidor through to our Annihilator later on in the series with our previous Mayhem winners, Pussycat, Hypnodist, Arnold A. Terminator and Splinter.
It's going crazy tonight in the war zone. It's like everyone knows it's a big night for badness. And it is. We're building up to our armed forces face-off. Now, we've heard from the Navy, but are the RAF ready to counter-attack?
Anvil is going to hammer the Army and the Navy. We're going to retain air superiority over Robot Wars. Royal Air Force, we're going to beat the rest.
Well, we've got a real no-mercy final on the cards. Who's going to do it, guys? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Because I've just heard that Firestorm wants some time in the war zone first. Julia, what's all that about?
Well, Craig, I've known about this for some time, but let's ask the Firestorm team themselves. Now, you've got a pretty good reason to fight, have you not?
Yes, Julia, we want vengeance.
Tell us why. It all goes back to something published in the Robot Wars magazine, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Someone wrote in asking if all the Roboteers had a fight, then who would win?
OK, it all makes sense, because it was Dr. Zulu's column that they wrote to, wasn't it? And this was his response, I quote, "I've already witnessed a big fight in the pit area. George from Chaos 2 packs a mean sucker punch. But the Firestorm boys missed it because they were doing their hair." You're not happy with that, are you? So what do you want?
We want vengeance. When we win, we want their written apology published in the magazine.
Dr. Zulu.
Yes.
What's this about the Firestorm boys doing their hair?
Big gang of girly boys, that's all they are.
So you're looking forward to getting into that arena with them, are you?
Not really, because there's got to be skirts flying and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a pretty sight.
Now, if you lose, do you promise to publish an apology?
Apology for
Do you
what?
promise to publish an apology in the Robot Wars magazine?
No.
Don't panic, Firestorm. I'll make him publish it. Get to that arena.
No way.
Well, you know what this means. So what are we waiting for?